In the wake of today's tragedy, there seems to be a lot of finger pointing about the heated political climate we're in. CBS 2's Randy Paige joins us live with a look at what's fueling the anger and what experts say we can do about it. Randy?
Well, Pat, it's really too early to know exactly what the motivations were for the gunman. The reaction we've received from members of California's congressional delegation on both sides of the aisle is it's time to ratchet down the political rhetoric and try to work together. Cell phone video captures the sound of the attack while the lone gunman, identified as James Hodgkinson, fires his rifle at members of Congress who are practicing for a charity baseball game. Was it an attempted political assassination or an attempted mass murder by a mentally ill gunman? While the FBI tries to unravel the motivation behind this morning's attack, the emerging portrait of the gunman is that of a man who participated in protests, supported Bernie Sanders, and at the same time was prone to violent outbursts over issues that were not political. Some are asking if today's attack is a logical extension of the political divisions that divide the nation.
Obviously, this is a horror, and it's going to cause a lot of reflection about the nature of our political discourse these days and what needs to be done about it.
Burbank Congressman Adam Schiff.
We had a all-hands meeting today to discuss this. I think it was certainly everyone's sense that the number of death threats that members have been on the increase, and we've got to do something to arrest this trend or we're going to have more tragedies like this.
Claremont McKenna College professor of politics Jack Pitney says it's too early to tell what the motivation of today's shooter was, but he says it's clearly time to tone down the political rhetoric on all sides.
You've got both Republicans, Democrats, liberals, and conservatives saying it's not just a political struggle, it's a civil war. They're talking in apocalyptic terms about the stakes. And when the rhetoric gets that heated, bad things can happen.
We reached out to a number of Republican representatives from California. Given the events in Washington, they just were unable to speak to us on camera. But Congressman Dana Rohrabacher told us Speaker Paul Ryan's comments today spoke for all members when he said, and I'm quoting, "I ask each of you to join me in resolving to come together, to lift each other up, and to show the country, show the world that we are one house, the people's house, united in our humanity." Back to you.
Thank you.